What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. We international today. Leigh-Anne Pinnock is here. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Man, listen, congratulations on the new music. And it is sounding amazing. I've been watching just the moves that you've been making for the past couple of years. And you just being just really forthcoming about what your journey has been like. So how do you feel knowing that you're about to give this amazing project to the world?
I feel so good. No, I feel like it's just such a long time coming. Like, I've been making this for 2 years now. So, yeah, I think there's no better way to show the artist that you are than through an album, you know, a body of work. So this is it's so special, and yeah, I can't wait.
You know, this year is like 15 years since Little Mix.
Oh my gosh.
Is that crazy? Because it was,
Wild.
2011 on X Factor.
Yep.
And so 15 years.
That is a long time.
A lot has happened. And you were only 20 years old?
19
19 years old.
Yeah.
Think about a little 19-year-old Leigh-Anne. What would you say to her?
Oh my gosh. I would say congratulations. You did it. You made your dream come true. But what I would also say is just try and hold on to that like resilience and that fire, that determination, and keep being you. No matter what, like, you're going to have so much outside noise and opinions and what you should sound like and who you should be, but just always trust yourself and know who you are.
It's different too being in a group because it's not all up to you.
No, yeah, literally. You know? And also you have to compromise, you know, like there's 4 different voices. And we was literally just talking about this earlier, like there's so many pluses and pros to being in a group, you know, like the fact that you've got people that have your back and you don't feel lonely. I think we would always say, like, solo artists, like, do they not just get lonely on the road? And like, the fact that we had each other and that sisterhood, like, was just so special. So many pros. But I think now, like, being able to come out of that and do me and like do whatever I want and also do it independently as well.
That's a big deal too. And you have been very open and honest about what your journey has been like. I feel like while you're in the group, sometimes that's a harder thing to do too. Because people were thinking, and Little Mix didn't break up. You guys are just on a, quote, hiatus.
Yes.
Okay. And a hiatus means that it's potential that maybe there will be some reunions.
Yeah. I mean, how could there not be? Right? Like, we are still so close. Like, we are still sisters. And I think, like, we've built such a legacy. Now, how can we not go back to that and revisit that? But at the minute, we're all just enjoying our solo things and being able to fully express ourselves. Like, it's been just the best thing for all of us, I think.
And so you did this documentary on BBC, Race, Pop, and Power.
Yes.
So I did have a chance to watch that. And it was really eye-opening for me to see. Because I think sometimes people will look at you and be like, she's beautiful, she's successful, she's talented, you know, she's making money. What could be wrong? And to see you be able to, like, express that, because even at that time, people would be like, come on, you know, push through, toughen up. And you really did go through a lot because you were the only Black member in the group. And at times, and racism is a real thing. I don't care what people try to tell you. And, you know, we're here right now in America where it's been really wild. And
scary.
It's been really wild here. We've really seen a lot of racism. But for people to discount that at the time that it was happening to you, that's not an easy thing.
No, not at all. But I think, you know, I'm so proud that I was able to put that documentary out and just fully express those feelings. And like, there was a time where I didn't even feel like I could really talk about race, like all those years ago. And like, it felt like something that I couldn't even articulate. Like, why do I feel this way because I'm the Black member of the group? Like, you're being treated differently because you're Black. Like that, those words couldn't even leave my mouth. Like, it was just, I could only really talk to my family and my friends about it. But so being able to speak on this issue to a mainstream audience, a predominantly white audience as well, I guess is an amazing thing that I got to do that. But I mean, yeah, like even now, like it feels like we're kind of almost just going back again, you know, like there was a point where I feel like so many people were talking about race and like businesses were saying that we need more diversity and we need to hire more Black people and whatever it was. And now I just feel like, where are all those conversations? Where are they? Like,
so it's not just here that we're not having it. In the UK, you feel like things have gone backwards too.
It's like you were happy to post a black square
Right.
And then, but like, what are you doing now? Like, and it was almost like, it felt like a trend, you know, that people were jumping on. And it's ridiculous. And it's like, yeah, it's annoying. It's frustrating.
And to see even other people, other women in entertainment who have come forward, you had them in the documentary too, just to give, they've had their own experiences separate from what you've gone through, but there's a similar thread there. I think that's a powerful story for people.
Oh my gosh.
To be able to hear.
Yeah, taking comfort in, I guess, knowing that like, I wasn't alone in that, you know, and us being able to speak in that room and share our experiences like was just so powerful. And yeah, it just needed to happen. Yeah.
Now, when you guys decided to take a hiatus and you were like, all right, it's solo time, was that something that you did as a result of the hiatus, or was it something you were already planning?
Oh, so I think we kind of knew that we were ready to kind of go on a break. And I think we all had it in us that we wanted to explore this sort of solo journey, but it was never something that I was really thinking about until we decided to go on a break, you know. Like, don't think like I just saw the rest of my life in Little Mix, if I'm being completely honest.
Right.
But I mean, maybe like an inkling, I wonder what it would be like, but it was never something that I was planning or any of us were really planning.
Yeah, you knew this was the beginning of something because it was a group that was put together. It's not like you put it together yourselves. And it was a competition and you had great success. But then after that, it's time to be like, okay, what's next for me?
100%. And that's it, isn't it? It's like you can only really express so much of yourself in a group as well. So, and also like even the music that I'm doing now, like exploring.
Ooh, baby. I like it.
Oh, thank you.
You worked with Russian.
Yes.
You had Valiant on the new single.
Yeah, but like all of these
Most
like,
Wanted. It's a vibe. You know, that's my vibe anyway.
Oh,
so.
yes, thank you. No, but I wouldn't have been able to really explore like these different genres in Little Mix. So yeah, it's freeing for me, and it's it feels like I can just do me and do what I want, you know.
So you have roots in Jamaica and Barbados, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you got married in Jamaica?
I did,
also?
yeah.
Tell me about your wedding.
My wedding. Oh, wow. If I'm being honest, I was going to say it was a bit of a shambles. No.
You're very honest, so I want to hear.
No, do you know what? It was so beautiful. And we managed to get like 80 people, like 80 of our friends to come over. So it was amazing. We got so many people over to celebrate with us. It was just very badly organized. Oh, jeez. And like, so that was frustrating. But when I think about it, like, it was just, it was perfection in terms of like
perfection and chaos.
Perfection and chaos. Like, what else did I imagine it to be, really? But actually, something really quite tragic happened at the end as well. My eldest sister, she was about to leave and take the kids home, and she had her Crocs on and her wedding dress. Her bridesmaid dress. She tripped over her bridesmaid dress with her son on her back, and literally went face planted concrete and lost about 8 teeth. Like, it was horrific.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
gosh. I know y'all were
gosh.
like, could this be any?
Right at the end of the wedding, like, it was mad.
Did she leave to get her teeth fixed, or did she have to go?
She stayed for like another couple of days, bless her, with no teeth. Like, her mouth was huge. She's still literally like, she hasn't even got her full teeth now. It's just before the implant. So 2 years of it. Bone graft, skin graft.
I'm so sorry to hear that. That's awful. I thought it was going to be I'm so glad but I'm glad she's okay.
No, she's that's what I'm saying. Like, it could have
let this end worse.
Honestly, like, it could have been so much worse, bless her. Like, she's fine. But yeah, I feel like we need to go back to Jamaica and like
redo something.
Right? Like,
you know, one of my friends from high school got married in Jamaica. She's Jamaican. It was chaotic as well. Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Everything was running like hours late.
Yeah. Very much that. Oh gosh.
But it feels like you're having like a second awakening in your marriage. So to speak. Now, I'm not, I'm only saying this because I've seen you speak about the difficult time that you've had, but then I've seen your post where it's like, my hubby's back.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, to be honest, I feel like the things that we've been through, like, if you can kind of make it through that and get out the other end, and I sort of said it before as well, like, he had to do the work to change, and like, he went to therapy, and like, if they're not going to do that, and like, if they're not going to change themselves, then I think forget it, you know.
Right.
Like,
we're not going to keep going in circles doing the same thing.
You can't change
and getting
someone.
different results. You got to work on you.
Yeah, and he did that. So we are in like an amazing place, and it's crazy because I went through a point where like I wouldn't have dreamed of speaking about any like troubles like with my partner. Like I wanted, I guess, when I was a bit younger, everyone to think that it was like complete roses, and but actually I found a lot of comfort in just being honest, and because
you'd rather tell it before someone else does too.
And that's well,
you know. But honestly, like,
well, yeah, I guess.
You said I guess.
Come from me, yeah. But I think it's an empowering story. It's empowering for me too because, I mean, not everything's perfect, is it? Like nothing's perfect. So if you can come out of something and it be even better, and you know, like
he also has to know that there might be some songs about him too, in case.
There's been many a songs.
Yeah, exactly. Because everybody's like, the whole EP is about him. The one that you put out before this album comes out, they're like, that's all about her relationship. But that also makes it really more relatable for people.
Yeah,
because they're listening to the songs and they're like, we know what she's talking about.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've always said that I wanted to be personal with what I write and what I put out. I think like that's such a strong part of being an artist, isn't it? Like when you storytell and truthful. Yeah.
You've also been honest about label issues and the label not wanting to put out your album. Has anybody responded after you posted about the fact that they just didn't want to put it out? So here you go, doing it on your own.
I know, literally. Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe not.
Yeah, that was a weird time. I think I'm just so proud that I made the decision just to go independent and leave. And like, no, I knew that it just wasn't right for me. And as scared as I was, because all I've known is major label, you know, like that's all I've ever known. So, I didn't really, like, I feel like I underestimated as well how much work goes into being independent too.
Right.
Like, I've got to oversee everything. And obviously, like, everything is coming from me, like the creative, like everything. But I've also got to just, I don't know, like, nothing goes sort of, what's the word? I just have to oversee everything. It's just a lot, isn't it?
But it's also yours.
It's mine.
And so that's different too when you're overseeing your stuff.
100%, yeah. But I do definitely feel like this is where I need to be right now.
And I do think the landscape in the music business has changed so much that being independent is something that there's a lot of systems in place that will make it more viable for you.
No, 100%. I think as well, like, people just see through things, don't they? Like, people want to know that you're leading everything. People want to know that this is coming from you. And I just don't feel like there's any better time to be independent than now.
Right.
And I've got an amazing team as well. People that believe in it, you know, like my tribe, like that's what you want. So, like,
and it's the music you wanted to make.
Exactly.
Which I think is so important because it is, I think also in Little Mix, like we didn't get to see this like flavor that you have. I get it because it's pop music, and so that was pop music, and this is now like, you know, let me dig into my roots and who I am.
100%, yeah. And I think as well, like, I've really always tried to find like that balance of pop, but then with these different genres, like, and sort of like mixing them. And I feel like this album is such a balance of it, and just always been so passionate about carving my lane and something that just sounds uniquely like me. So yeah, I feel like I've done that. So I'm proud.
I do love the song "Been a Minute."
I
think that song is amazing.
Thank you.
No, that's definitely a banger. And then I got a little preview, and this is out today. Most Wanted featuring Valiant.
Yes.
And Russian did that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So period, amazing. Like,
thank you.
And I saw you posted some behind the scenes footage in the studio. So tell me about that session while you were making the song.
Yeah.
Even getting Valiant on the song. How did that happen?
Oh my gosh, yeah. So Most Wanted. Oh my gosh. This song has seen so many versions. This song was actually one of the reasons I actually had to leave my label. This was one of the reasons, yeah. Because there was just they wanted so many different versions, and it almost ended up taking the essence out of it. And I don't know, like, being a creative as well and having to do something so many times, it's like, there's just no one wants to do that, you know, like, just, yeah.
The
and so many opinions
feel
and
of what
what it is and the essence of the song. And so yeah, when we obviously was in the studio and Russian was like, you have to have Valiant on this. So we FaceTimed him, and then he wrote his verse, and I was like, sold.
Let's go.
Like, this is it. This is exactly what the song needs. So yeah, it's a vibe.
I saw you so what carnivals have you been to?
So you got London Notting Hill Carnival.
I heard that's amazing.
Fun, yeah. So I performed last year, Been a Minute, but a soca version, which is fun.
This is amazing. Okay.
Yeah, that was fun. Been to Brazil Carnival, Rio, which I'm going again this year as well.
Okay, so you had a time.
Yeah. So much fun.
And Brazil holds a special place in your heart.
Oh my God, yeah.
I mean, in the documentary, you talk about going to Brazil and finally feeling seen.
Yeah, literally. I don't. Yeah, I had a fan encounter, and it was like the first time that I heard a fan say to me, like, "Thank you for all you do. Like, we see you. Like as a black female in this industry, like, you inspire us so much." And I was just like, I never heard that. And as crazy as it sounds, and I just like, I got so emotional, and like just the amount of love like that I was receiving, and like just hearing my name being chanted, like I'd never heard that either.
Right.
Like it was.
And the footage, I mean, because you have the footage there, it sounds, they are screaming your name so crazy, like chanting.
It's unreal. So it's just always had a special place, and like I make sure I go back every year. I'd love to tour there. Like,
well, put it out now. I can't
it's
see
gonna
it not
happen.
happening.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I love Brazil.
I want to ask you too, because early on, and you know, we know the history of how you got started in music, and you were just like sending stuff and uploading things, working as a waitress, and doing all of that. And I do. Do you feel like being on, winning that show really helped, kind of like transform you into the artist who you are today? Because even being able to perform, being able to have choreography,
100%.
being able to, you know, and have that background, because I do think you're well set up to be independent.
Yeah, no,
because
definitely.
of the whole journey you've been on.
Do you know what? That is so true. And even when I made that decision, I was like, I know what I'm doing. I've got this. Like, I've been doing this for years. Like I can do this. I feel like Little Mix was like a bit of a boot camp almost. Like we were just constant. We worked so hard. Sometimes had days to learn things. Like we were just, it was a lot. It was very intense. So I think that was probably the best, the best experience I could possibly have asked for to now.
Were they understanding of the issues, or did they see it too? Because I know when things are happening to you, it's different when other people are like, are you sure? No, it's nothing. Do you think that the other women were like, feeling empathy or even noticing?
Well, I only really spoke to Jade about it, to be honest. Yeah. Like later on, I would speak to Jade. Like I remember after we went to Brazil, and like that whole thing had happened, the show, and like them chanting my name, and like even like we all went for we were just having drinks, like me and my dancers and Jade, and we were just kind of like reflecting on it, and just I was just saying to them, like I've never experienced that before. Like it was just so it was just amazing. And yeah, I think I was grateful to have Jade, you know, in that moment, and just somebody that just got it. Like I needed that. But yeah, no, I think Jade was definitely that person for me.
Because sometimes in this business, people will say, oh, women are too sensitive. Or people will say, you need to have tough skin, you need to toughen up. But the truth is, there is this, especially in the pop world too, this dynamic and the way that fans can treat people that is a real issue.
Oh my gosh. And also social media is,
oh God,
people are out
Don't
for
even
blood.
Get me started. Yeah.
What is wrong with people? Why are they being so mean?
I think because meanness goes viral, and people like to put up posts that will get like or to be funny, but not thinking of you as a human being. Yeah. And people will try to think of like the nastiest thing they can say so that other people can like it and comment on it, and that it, you know, and that it'll be funny. But I always look at it like you're a miserable person to be miserable online, and so it's more of a reflection, I always say, of like the person who's doing the
100%.
posting than of the person who's being posted about.
100%. I literally, like, if I read anything now that's just like nasty, I laugh at it sometimes. I'm just like, it's actually funny.
Sometimes you'd be like, no, I'm not.
Nah, I know. There's a couple times where I'm like, but yeah, no, just.
Because think about it. Have you ever left a nasty comment?
No,
exactly.
You wouldn't
so
dream
that's my
of
exact
it.
Point.
Like,
you're
too
booked, busy, and happy and blessed.
Right. On that note, yeah.
And the twins are so beautiful and adorable. I can't even. What was it like when you found out that you were having not just one baby but two?
Oh my gosh. We actually laughed, like me and my husband. When she was like, she was scanning my belly, and she was like, "Oh, have you got twins in your family?" I was like, "I think so. Yes." She was just like, "You got two sacks in here. You're having twins," and literally we looked at each other and just burst like out laughing, like. Because you just don't think it's going to happen to you. Like, It's just such a blessing and, like, quite rare and, just mad.
How did you feel that it would affect your career? Because I know sometimes motherhood is difficult for women and people will have their opinions. And then you yourself might also be like, how am I going to be able to balance all of this?
I'm not going to lie. I am struggling. Like, it's hard. Like, I want to be as present as I possibly can with them. But then also, like, I want to put a lot, obviously, as much as I can into my career as well. But I always say, like, 100% will always be with them. But everything that I have left kind of will go into everything else because they are obviously the most important thing in my life, you know? And it's so hard to kind of, like, balance. Like, I'm just constantly trying to find it, you know? Right. So it is hard. And yeah, I do struggle with it, and they struggle too. Like all they want to do is be with me, and I'm like.
And how many do they come to shows a lot, or?
So they come to work sometimes. So they came to my my film shoot I was doing. What else did they come to? They've been to one show when they were like 8 months.
Okay, I'm wondering if they've ever had a chance to see their mom perform.
Wait, what am I talking about? Yeah, sorry, Jingle Bell Ball.
Oh.
They came to that, yeah,
right.
And they loved it, bless them.
They're probably like, when are we going again?
Literally, but I feel like they love singing and dancing, so.
And you know what's also difficult with your husband being a football star too, him not physically being able to be present because of what he does for a living as well.
I think that makes it harder, for sure, yeah. And I think now I'm seeing the effect on them a little bit. Like, they don't know wherever he's coming or going. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like he'll come home for like 1 to 2 days in like 4 to 6 weeks. And I think now that they're at an age where they're just like, where's our dad? Like, this is not good.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Mate, I know.
Imagine back in the day we didn't have that.
Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we kind of see, we know where the light is. Like, I think it will be soon. He'll just be home.
I've also seen you discuss how you guys were able to come back together because he needed that time away. And sometimes you know what you got when it's at risk of being gone.
Oh my gosh.
That's when you realize what it is that you would be missing.
100%. He had to do self-reflection for sure. But yeah, I think like coming out of your comfort zone, moving to another country on your own.
Yeah, because that's lonely already.
I think he does get lonely, yeah, for sure. So I think that was something that helped. Him just kind of like look inside and reflect.
Now, I love when you do a good ballad, too. Me Minus You on the album. And I know the album's not out yet. February 20th is still the date? Okay. So when people get a chance to hear that, I think they're going to love that also. Talk to me about that song.
Yeah, so I did Me Minus You with Fred Ball and a writer called Kareem Lomax. I wanted a slightly more vulnerable song that I could show my vocal off, something more stripped back. Like, I really wanted to kind of like show variety on this album. And I think the special thing about it is it has that variety, but it still feels super cohesive, you know? And I think ultimately, I had this concept of Me Minus You because I've kind of experienced what it could be like without you. And regardless of what we've been through, I don't want it to be like, I don't want to be minus you, you know? I want us to be as one. So, I think it's that idea of just wanting to kind of like work through your shit and stay together.
You know, you said that you've been working on this for 2 years, and from what we see, there's 15 songs on the album. How many songs did you actually do?
As in?
Like, that didn't make it. When you're recording for an album, are you the type of person that's like, I did 60 songs and then we narrowed it down? Or are you like, I'm only working on these songs that I feel like have the potential
Definitely did about 60 songs, if not more, yeah.
So how hard is it for you to narrow that down, and who do you listen to? Because it's all you.
Yeah, no, it was actually quite hard. But I feel like because I had my EP as well, so all the songs that I'd written right at the beginning, a lot of them ended up on my EP, and that was where I was. My headspace then was, I just wanted to write love songs and like heartbreak, and obviously a lot of it was
We
about
love
my
a good
husband.
heartbreak song.
No,
It
I
sucks.
know. Yeah, we do. Yes.
Right.
But I think as well, that's all I wanted to really talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I got to put the EP out. No hard feelings. But yeah, I think like even with the album, like I had to do the track list myself. And I've never had to do that before.
Right.
Because like I do have an A&R, but she's very much like, Leigh, like this is your album. You know what you're doing. Like you're in full control of this. Whereas like the previous I've had A&Rs that either do it or just help you do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've really had to sort of trust my gut and like my instinct, and that also that I know what I'm doing, you know, like I know what my story is. I know what feels right. And yeah, so I was pretty proud of myself for that.
Do you believe in No Hard Feelings for real? I know that's the EP title.
Yeah.
But No Hard Feelings, when we say that, we really mean, do we really mean that?
I think so. Yeah. I feel
we
like.
We want to mean that.
I think for me, it was like, I'm going to air out all of this stuff and you're going to have to sit there and kind of let me do that sort of thing, because I have so much that I want to get off my chest. And obviously, I'm a singer, I'm a writer, like I want to lead with truth and be personable. And
you knew what you were getting yourself into, right?
I guess
for him, like
exactly.
He knew what he was getting himself into.
Exactly. Yeah. But no hard feelings.
And but that's I can't imagine how difficult of a time that was, because dealing with label drama, dealing with drama at home, you know, and then raising twins. That's a lot all at once.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I will say the drama at home, but that all of that stuff sort of happened like quite a while back, like some years ago. So I think we have been able to sort of work through that, and luckily feel like everything at home is actually great, and everything else just felt a bit shit, obviously, like with the label and everything, but I took comfort knowing that home was good. So, you know, like I didn't have to deal with that.
You're like, please don't let this all happen.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot did happen at once, but no, that was good. Yeah. But yeah, no.
Did anyone from the label reach out after they ghosted you? Like when you put it out there? Because I would think somebody cared. Like somebody had to be
you
like.
Would think, yeah.
Okay, no.
Well, should I? Oh, actually, yeah, the other day.
Okay.
I got a message, yeah. But I think, I don't know, like I feel like these like labels and these like, just, they don't understand that we're humans and like, this is our life.
Yeah.
You know, and like you literally went months and months and months pushing me to the side, not responding, and I didn't know where I stood, and I went a year without releasing anything. Like you could have literally stunted my whole career. You kind of did stunt my career a little bit, you know, like, so it's just, it's annoying, but I just feel like at the same time it had to happen, you know, like I'm where I am now, independent, releasing an album that I'm so fucking proud of.
Oh yeah, so my ego told me to. That's the name of the album.
Yes.
So I just have to know, like when you came up with this concept and the album is called My Ego Told Me To, what is that about?
So, My Ego Told Me To, I feel like there's been a side that I have suppressed over the years, and she is basically the younger version of myself. Like, she went into the group, she dyed her hair red. She like had all of this fire about her. She wouldn't take no for an answer. Like, she was just this force, and she was fearless. And I just feel like as the years have gone on, like she's kind of I've suppressed it, and I've sort of like pushed her down. And with all of the crap that happened, like with the label, and just, it kind of like not forced me. I wanted to revive this version, you know? And I think like even with Dead and Gone, it's like about killing off this side of me that just it no longer serves me in this industry, like this softer, more vulnerable side. I wanted to bring my ego out and just kind of have a take over some shit. And
and if you don't like it, then it's not for you, fuck you, right?
Literally. And I think it's all about, like, my ego told me to. She told me to go independent. She told me to be fearless. She told me to be brave and put out an album that I'm totally proud of. And yeah, just be me as well, and like be unapologetic with it.
And the tour is coming up too. You announced that.
Yes, so tour's in April. So UK and Europe, which I'm really excited about. And I think as well, and knowing that I get to bring this album to life, like, just can't wait.
All right. Well, congratulations. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You know, like I said, this is totally my vibe. So I'm excited for everybody to be able to have a chance to hear the full album in its entirety. But right now, there's 4 singles out. You know, today there's 4 because Most Wanted today comes out. So congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being here.
Thank you.